Hi, Garth. So glad you could make it to the meeting today. And maybe you can just introduce yourself and tell me a little bit why you came to this meeting called the Meeting of Groups, and what is it that you were hoping to accomplish today?
My name's Garth Mullins. I'm a member of Vandu, and I make the Crackdown podcast. And I came here because nothing changes without social movements, without grassroots organizing, without this kind of work. As a member of Vandu, I've just seen how this organization over 25 years has put any kind of progressive movement on drug policy has happened because of the pressure brought by Vandu, and then as other organizations form and we coalesce by that movement. And so this meeting is to try and figure out what's the next step in that process, right? Vancouver represents 3,000 people in a part of Vancouver, but we need representation in Fraser Valley, Vancouver Island, all over the province, hell, all over the country and the world. And to get a global drug user movement, you build it brick by brick. So today, this is the southern part of the province brick. And there's no shortcut to organizing. We just got to do that work, build this brick. Tomorrow we build the next one, we build a giant wall, we change the world.
And what is the main thing you want to organize towards? The safe supply?
Right.
I
mean, proper decriminalization to really get the cops out of our lives. Safe supply so that we're not dying from toxic drugs, but really an end to the drug war in the most deep and profound sense possible. Like this thing that's being conducted in Canada since 1908. We have to end that entirely. So that does mean, going to the source code of prohibition, which is the Controlled Drugs and Substances Act. It does mean forming our own co-ops so that we can provide ourselves with heroin or fentanyl. And it does mean putting a pry bar into that uptight medical system and busting it open so that it can do the most that it can. And once we get those things, it's going to mean, getting rid of the legacy harms that we're all carrying. So clearing people's record, getting proper housing built, getting people access to all the services, including health services that they need. So it's a giant task, and it's super important because the drug war is a major way that the cops in the state fuck with Indigenous communities and Black communities. And so ending the drug war also takes a big weapon away from colonization and white supremacy. So it's kind of like just for a just world, we need to do this. You can't have any kind of justice with a drug war still going on.
And why do you think a peer group framework will bring that about? What is it about peer work then?
Because nothing about us without us, right? Like, we're the people who know this shit. We're the people who live this shit. If the government or other people try and do it on our behalf without us, they'll get it wrong, and we'll end up suffering and wearing it. So we have to organize ourselves. Also, because government is not going to hand out something because they feel sad, or because they're nice, or because they got the right evidence in front of them. They're only going to hand out any reforms when we force them to, when we arm twist and make them do it.
Great. Thanks, Scott.